For our next lesson, we will talk about processes and landforms along plate boundaries. The rigid plates of the Earth consist of three types of plate boundaries. We have the divergent, convergent, and transform fault boundaries. Different landforms were built through the movements of plates. Let's discuss first the landforms along divergent boundaries. We have mid-ocean ridge system. When molten rocks move of a divergent boundary beneath the ocean, some parts of the ocean floor become elevated, creating a mountain range-like process under the ocean. The Galapagos is an active ridge between the junctions of three plates, the Cocos Plate, the Nazca Plate, and the Pacific Plate. The Galapagos Islands are a group of archipelagic volcanic islands created by an existing hotspot above the Galapagos Rise. Ridges are also found in smaller bodies of water like the Red Sea. It resulted from the separation of African and Arabian Peninsula, wherein Africa moved towards the northeast. According to Alfred Wegener, the separation of continents occurred together with the upward movements of hot rocks coming from the mantle. Consequently, a volcano may emerge out of the upwelling of hot rocks. As the materials from the mantle continue to go out of the crust, cracks originating from the vent are produced. The valleys that are originated from these cracks are called rifts or rift valleys, just like the Red Sea. However, not all rift valleys continue to separate. Some cease and become inactive rift valleys. An example is the East African Rift Valley. It is said that it would be a major ocean if the rift continued to separate. For the landforms along convergent boundaries. In a convergent boundary, plates tend to move towards each other, creating subduction, where the oceanic lithosphere goes down the mantle. And there are three types of convergence. We have oceanic continental convergence, oceanic convergence, and continental continental convergence. Let's discuss first the oceanic continental convergence. When an ocean plate converges with a continental plate, the denser oceanic plate always tends to move down the asthenosphere, forming deep trenches. When the dense ocean plate reaches the depth of 100 to 120 meters, it may move the materials out of the mantle and melt it due to high temperatures. The melted rocks from the subducted ocean plate become part of volcanic materials that can give rise to volcanic eruptions. Once this newly formed magma emerge at the surface of the Earth's crust. Some newly formed magma do not make it to the surface because as the oceanic plate goes down, the newly formed magma get cooled and hardened by water, making them stay underneath. But even though this process seems to result in adding magma to mantle and another layer to the Earth's crust, the Earth's surface do not become thicker and thicker. The process of subduction sort of recycles the materials on the Earth's surface down to the mantle and back to the surface again. For the oceanic convergence, this is the process wherein two oceanic plates converge, having the same process as that of oceanic continental convergence. Because the two plates are almost of the same density, They form volcanic arcs underwater that later on emerges as volcanic islands. Next, last convergence, we have continental and continental convergence. When two continental plates converge, neither will undergo subduction because these plates are less dense and buoyant in nature. The results of this type of convergence are shortening and thickening of the continental land masses, thereby forming colossal mountain ranges and mountain systems. Next, we have landforms along transform boundaries, the last type of boundary. We have transform fault boundaries are formed when plates move past each other without deforming or destroying the lithosphere. A Canadian researcher in 1965 discovered that the different boundaries and faults on the Earth's lithosphere are all connected. Hence, the concept explaining that the Earth's outermost part consists of plates that emerged. Transform faults can also move or offset a divergent boundary by coming across the point of divergence, thus giving a halt to active divergent boundaries. A good example of a transform fault is the San Andreas Fault, where the Pacific Plate slides past the North American Plate. The surface representation of this fault can be seen in Central California. Movements along this boundary can be destructive as they generate strong earthquakes, like the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. That would be all. Thank you for watching. I am Teacher Casey, your science teacher.